Namaste, and welcome to the Savitri series, part 23. The Mother Leaps Back. The Gospel of Death and Vanity of the Ideal. This is invaluable to answer all the arguments people use. The Mother leaps further. Here we are, the debate of love and death. He says, "Art thou indeed so strong, O heart, O soul, so free?" It's wonderful. So we would have to start at the beginning of the book of the double twilight, book 10. Let's see how it goes. The Mother reads, "All still was darkness, dread and desolate. There was no change, nor any hope of change. In this black dream, which was a house of void, I walked to nowhere in a land of naught. Ever they drifted, without aim or goal." My God, how wonderful. It's wonderful. The Mother turns the pages. Book 12. The Return to Earth. I don't know. The Mother reads the concluding lines of Savitri. Night, splendid with the moon dreaming in heaven, in silver peace, possessed her luminous reign. She brooded through her stillness on a thought, deep guarded by her mystic folds of light, and in her bosom nursed a greater dawn. It heralds the supermind, but I had a feeling he hadn't completed his revision. When I read this, I felt it wasn't the end, just as when I read the last chapter of the Yoga of Self-Perfection, the synthesis of yoga, I felt it was unfinished. He left it unfinished, and he said so. He said, "No, I will not go down to this mental level anymore." But in Savitri's case, I didn't look after Savitri. I read Savitri 2 years ago. I had never read it before, and I am so glad because I read it at the time I could understand it. Let's see. Open a page at random. In the passion of its solitary dream, it lay, the heart of the king, like a closed, soundless oratory, where sleeps a consecrated argent floor, lit by a single and untrembling ray, and an invisible presence kneels in prayer. Pretty lovely. Oh, it's good. Let me go back a little. In the luminous stillness of its mute appeal, it looked up to the heights it could not see. It yearned from the longing depths it could not leave. In the center of its vast and fateful trance, halfway between its free and fallen selves, interceding twixt God's day and the mortal night, accepting worship as its single law, accepting bliss as the sole cause of things, refusing the austere joy which none can share, refusing the calm that lives for calm alone. To her it turned, for whom it willed to be. In the passion of its solitary dream, it lay like a closed, soundless oratory, where sleeps a consecrated argent floor, lit by a single and untrembling ray, and an invisible presence kneels in prayer. On some deep breast of liberating peace, all else was satisfied with quietude. This only knew there was a truth beyond. All other parts were dumb in centered sleep, consenting to the slow, deliberate power which tolerates the world's error and its grief, consenting to the cosmic long delay, timelessly waiting through the patient years, her coming they had asked for earth and men. This was the fiery point that called her now. Extinction could not quench that lonely fire. Its seeing filled the blank of mind and will. Thought dead, its changeless force abode and grew. Mother says, I can't see clearly anymore, but I know what this is about. It's when the king, in Savitri, the king represents the human aspiration to discover the earth's secret beyond all already explored spiritual knowledge, makes his last surrender to the Universal Mother. He annuls himself before the Universal Mother, and she gives him the mission he must fulfill. His seeing filled the blank of mind and will. Thought dead, its changeless force abode and grew. Armed with the intuition of a bliss, to which some moved tranquility was the key, it persevered through life's huge emptiness, amid the blank denials of the world. It sent its voiceless prayer to the unknown. It listened for the footsteps of its hopes, returning through the void immensities. It waited for the fiat of the word that comes through the still self from the Supreme. Namaste.